Kiana, your friendly neighborhood trainer, and this is a breakdown of some of the abdominal exercises that you'll be doing in your workouts. So go ahead, grab a mat if you need to, grab your weights. You can have weights or a medicine ball, you know, whatever you have available to you, water bottles or whatever. But let's go ahead, get down on the floor. Now, if you are not able to get down on the floor for some of these exercises, and you have maybe access to a bench, or you want to do them on the couch or in your bed, that's still an option too. Just instead of coming down on the floor, maybe you want to use a fitness ball. So remember, modifications, it is nothing to it but to do it. All right, let's go ahead, bring it on down. Now, we are going to start with a basic crunch, all right? So, want to emphasize to inhale, exhale, all right? Keep your chin from your chest, and let's go ahead, roll it on back. See, roll back there. Don't just fall down. So, with my gaze up towards the ceiling, I'm inhaling up, squeezing the abs in tight, exhale back down. Inhale up, exhale down. Now, if I'm going to add gravity into the equation, I bring my feet up tabletop, inhale up, exhale down. Notice nothing else changed, no chin to chest, still looking up. That is where we are. And bring it on down. So now we're going to place our feet down, make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart, and we're just going to roll on up for our sit-up. Sit up, bring it back. Notice, still looking up, no chin to chest. It's still an inhale and an exhale. All right, now what if I straighten my legs, point my toes to the ceiling, keep on rolling? And that is a roll up. Now when you roll up, you tend to have your arms out, reaching past your toes, and you want to have your toes pointed towards the ceiling so you can get that cheap stretch in your hamstrings and in your calves, all right? So roll it on up and bring it on back down. Now, those are, like you said, pretty basic there. Now, I may say in some of the exercises, target abs. So with target, that is exactly what it is. Find a target and move towards it. Now, you can have something in your hands or not. Maybe I'm targeting over on the left, right? Maybe I'm targeting only right above me. Remember, you have options. You can have something, of course, that definitely adds to it, all right? Now, we're going to do a clam or a double crunch, okay? So that just means that both the top and the bottom are crunching. Again, with the keeping your head, your chin off your chest and your face to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, all right? So, chest comes up and back down. Inhale, exhale, right? Now, you don't have to put your feet down. Of course, that gives you more resistance. You can also bring it all the way to the top. Bring it up, bring it down. Bring it up, bring it down, all right? Now, let's go and extend it a little further into a V up. So what that means are my legs are straight, my arms are above me, and I'm going to inhale, bring it up, exhale, bring it down. Now notice, you can't just fall down, okay? You can't just fall down. You have to let your abs do the work for you. If you're not able to do that single-legged, if you're not able to come up that far, crunch into it, okay? Where there's a will, there's a way. If you would like, have your feet touching every time. That will take the resistance off for you. So that'll give you less resistance. But if you want more intensity, go ahead and keep those feet off the floor with those V-ups, okay? So now we're going to move into our lower abs specifically. And placing my feet, I like to, again, get my little cheap stretches in there. So I like to flex my feet so my feet are flat. Support your back if you need to, and I'm raising my hips. That's what I'm doing. Lifting them towards the ceiling. lift the hips, lift the hips. The feet don't come down. That's where they are, okay? Now, we can go right into this reverse crunch here. Again, if you need to support your back, throw the hands under your tailbone. But just inhale, exhale, same thing. And we can keep our legs here at this point. I do recommend placing your hands flat against the surface, and let's wipe the windshield. Bring the legs over to one side and over to the other. Now we are not touching, right? Not touching the ground. This is what we want, okay? Now, if you need to do this modified, then I suggest you let one leg come and bring it back in, okay? But if possible, bring it in, bring it back in. Just don't go over as far, all right? Now, let's roll right into our leg raises. This really increases the intensity. So, support your back if you need to. Raise legs mean just that. Bring them down, raise them up. You know how I feel about those cheap stretches. Inhale, exhale. There you go. And you notice I'm not touching the floor again, but if you need to, go ahead, do one at a time. Make sure keep the hips flat on that one, right? Maybe you go and you alternate. Whatever it is, keep it moving, okay? Moving on, let's go ahead and bend those knees again and tap the heels. Taking out the lift with that reverse crunch. Now it just becomes tap heels, bring it in. Tap heels, bring it in. Notice I'm not bending my knees. Lock those legs. Tap them. Now, if you want more of a intensity, take them all the way out, bring them all the way in. Take them out, bring them in. Take them out, bring them in, okay? Now, let's go to the obliques. Well, first, let's stop back at those lower abs because we're going to take the lower abs and then add in the obliques. So we're going to go back to this tabletop position and get our bicycle on. Push, 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 right? Nothing fancy. Lower abs, quads, hamstrings, abs, everything. Getting in there. All those hip flexors, right? But then we're going to go ahead and bring the elbow to the opposite knee, keeping the chin from the chest and getting a little rhythm going, right? Now we can come up to the top and do this in a seated fashion as well. Remember what I said, if you can't get on the floor, you can also do these in the chair, right? So we're going to, since we're at the top, take it to the Russian twist. Holding on to my weight, because you just seem like you need something, right? Feet up, one side, other side. Switch the hips. Now, what if you're not able to do that? Here we go. Alternate. Bang. 2. See that? Okay? Make sure where there's a will, there's a way. And let's come on back down on our backs. Don't fall back. Roll back. Go ahead and get those good limbs out. So first, we're going to bring it in. This is a star crunch. Crunch it in, bring it out. Now, if you notice, my arms and legs don't touch. Inhale, exhale until I'm done. However, if you need them to, fine. Bring it in, tuck it in, reset, all right? Now, let's go ahead and lengthen the limbs, and we're going to X it up. Opposite to opposite. Opposite to opposite. Now, if, of course, you want more intensity, don't put anything down. Still inhale, exhale. You can also bring it up further to the top. To the top. Now, no, you see, I keep looking up. Very important, folks. You don't want to strain your neck, all right? You want to make sure that the airways are open. Inhale, exhale with your movements. So, am Kiana, your friendly neighborhood trainer. Just wanted to come by and let you have a good example of what some of the exercises were like. Throw in a couple modifications. Remember, where there's a will, there's a way. You can do it. All right? So